Good morning, everyone. Welcome to session 6, Network and Cloud Security Pro. So today mainly we are going to cover it's session 6. Part of session 6, we are going to cover integration of SSO, MFA, SCIM, SIEM, and legacy firewalls. Basically all third-party integrations what we have. So some of those will pick and I'm going to show you how easily those can be integratable so that you'll get to know some idea about how to integrate these different third-party components with XCM platform. So yeah, you have attended previous sessions. I think mainly Farooq is there in the call and Manad, Saurabh. Today's session I'm going to take. I'm Rama Reddy. So today's session is going to cover these items, basically the integration of and management of SSO MFA authentication methods. We have quite a few SSO MFA methods actually, Azure AD, Okta, Google Duo, and SAML and others. So part of that, some of them are SCIM integration, SCIM/SAML integration. That means it will it will sync the users, groups, everything with the IDP, and you can manage everything from the IDP. And some of them are purely used for authentication, something like that. So Azure AD, Okta, Jump Cloud has the two directional both SCIM and SAML, and others are SAML integrations are Ping Identity and Google. So that is about mainly SCIM/SSO integrations what we have. The other integrations is SIEM integrations. If you have a third party SIEM ConnectWise SIEM or Stellar Cyber, Elastic, Splunk, Acronis, or Microsoft Sentinel, you can also integrate with those SIEMs so that the data what you see on the XCM admin console, the dashboards and the different that whole raw data will be pushed to those SIEMs, and so that you can visualize under your SIEM same data you can visualize differently under your SIEM. So that is also I'm going to cover. Then the last part is the JTNA legacy firewalls integration. So if you have a legacy firewall, how XCM platform can easily integrate with the legacy firewall, that also I'm going to show part of this session. I'm going to quickly jump to the actual integration part, so that we'll get some idea how these integrations can be done. I'm going to share my other screen so that yeah. So the first part is as I mentioned, we have these SCIM/SAML SSO integrations. So if you go to your workspace, by default you will see this there is a verification code-based authentication. So whenever you try to log into admin console, or if you enable SSO authentication for clients, you will be authenticated by using the code which will be sent as a SMS or mail. So that is the basic authentication. But you can also do the integration with the different types of IDPs, so that you can get authenticated through one of those IDPs. So in this case, I'm going to show you Azure AD authentication. So for that, the first step is select Azure AD here, and you will see all these different information, metadata URL, and these information. So what you need to do is you need to also parallelly log into your Azure AD portal. So basically Entra, now it is called Entra. So go to Entra and there you need to go to your enterprise applications and new application. Search for XCM here. Click on XCM. Yeah, just by default XCM it will show, but if you want to name your workspace name, you can attach that. Create. So all the instructions are given on the for each integration there is a document attached. So the document in detail will give all the instructions. So yeah, it's getting created. It takes few minutes to create the app. Yeah, it has created the app. Now the next step is we need to set up the single sign-on part. So get started. Select SAML here. Yeah, basic SAML configuration edit. Here the first one is entity ID we have to copy. You can copy entity ID from XAM portal. Here the first one is entity ID. And the next part is ACS URL, which is nothing but reply URL. You can copy paste here. Sign-on URL is nothing but XGM's URL service.xgm.net. This is mentioned in the document. I'm just copy pasting that. And with that, pretty much this is done. Just need to save here. Yeah. So it got saved. Close this. So here, when you scroll down under SAML certificates, app for federation metadata URL, just need to copy here and paste it on XGM portal. So this is pasted. Just save it here. Yeah. Now this part is done. Now the next part is we need to do the provisioning. So go to provisioning tab here. Get started. So select automatic. Then the tenant URL is again nothing but fixed URL. Again, XGM's URL. Just paste it here. The secret token is the one which is already there here. SCIM 2.0 bearer token. Just copy from here and paste it here as a secret token. You can do the test connection just to make sure that this is valid. Yeah, it's correct. So now you need to save it. Yeah. So once it is saved, you just need to go back to the provisioning. Yeah. Here you just need to enable. So you just need to go back and come. This is little odd from Azure, but we just need to go back and come. Then it will show provisioning status. Then you have to make it on and save it once again. Yeah. So now it is done. Now we just need to make sure that the users and groups are added so that those will get synced with the with the XGM platform. So let me go back to the app. Yeah, here users and groups. So I'm basically assigning some users and groups to this particular app so that these users will be synced with XGM and they'll be able to access the service XGM service. So I'm just syncing this full group. This group has 3 users. All the 3 users get synced. Yeah, so it's done. Now the thing is generally Azure AD takes little time to sync with the platform. So it has a 40 minutes cycle to sync with the platform. So we don't need to wait that much time. So what we can do is we are going to do on-demand provisioning, so that like we do, it will immediately sync the users. So I'll just show how to do provision on demand, so that if at all if you don't see Azure AD not syncing with a XM, like you can use this approach. If we don't do this also, generally it will sync within 40 minutes, but just to make it fast, we can do this browsing on demand, so that it will immediately sync with XM. Yeah, so it shows all this success. That means everything is done. So let me go back here. Yeah, you can see these users are synced and they are part of dev group. So and the group also synced, dev group, and the users also synced. So that's as simple as that. It's just I think 5 to 10 minutes max it will take to integrate. I'll just quickly try to log in and show how once integration is done, how easy it is to do that. Okay. Yeah, sometimes this browser blocks the pop-up. We just need to enable the pop-up. Since I am already logged in, it shows I am signed into this account on Microsoft. Yeah. So since I'm already logged in, it immediately verified me, and so I'm able to log in and I'm able to see all the data. So this is how it works actually. Same way now other users also can log in to admin console. Not only that, if you enable in your workspace the client authentication. So enable agent authentication. If you do that, then when you are installing agents also, the end users will be authenticated by platform, and then only they'll be connected to the XM service. So even that is possible. So that also can be done with through the same IDP. So with this, pretty much the IDP integration is covered. Um, so 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 we quickly have shown how fast and how easy it is to integrate with the IDP. So similar way, you can integrate with any IDP here. It can be Okta, it can be IAM 360 hosted by XGM, Ping Identity Duo, or Google, or Jump Cloud, or Custom SAML. Custom SAML is very generic SAML. Any SAML based authenticator can be integrated with custom SAML. So these all are possible, and every IDP or integration has its own document. It's to say as easy as the way I have done for Azure AD. Similar to that, any integration can be done. So with this, the first part is done. Now I will move on to the SIEM integration. So part of SIEM, yeah, for SIEM integration, I'll use this the workspace. So let me go here. Yeah. So part of SIEM, we have these different SIEM integrations possible, ConnectWise, Stellar Cyber, Elasticsearch, and Splunk, and Acronis, and MS Sentinel. So just for for this training session, I am going to use Splunk as the SIEM integration. So I have already logged into my SIEM my Splunk cloud, so I have logged in here. So the first step, what you are going to do is you are going to create one HTTP event collector in your Splunk. I'm just going to show that. You need to click on settings. You need to go to data inputs. You need to go to HTTP event collectors. So this is where we need to create new token. Yeah, just name it as HTTP/test. So some name need to be given for this. Then click on next. We preview, submit. Yeah, so it gives the token. So it generated one token for the integration. Copy this token and paste it here in the auth token. So this is the one. And SIEM URL is nothing but your Splunk cloud related URL. So here you can see this is my Splunk cloud. So you just need to get the URL from there and paste it here. So let me paste my Splunk cloud URL here. So I'm going to send these are the different log events I'm going to send: the firewall, threat intelligence, URLs, threat intelligence, IPs, DNS security, webcat filtering, and web domain filtering, and and there is a option to send all activity also. So I can send all activity also, so that not only threads, any type of activity in this particular workspace, all those events will be sent to my Splunk. So I'm gonna save it here. So that's all. The integration part is done. Now it takes a little bit of time. After that, you will see all the events coming to your Splunk cloud dashboard. Go to this. Yeah, you can just enter some such this thing. So in this case, all are HTTP events. So I'm going to add this to search and make it. Yeah. Yeah, these are some of the old events which are showing, but the new events also. Yeah, you can see here the new ones started flowing actually. Now the moment now I have integrated this. Yeah, let me do last 15 minutes and stuff. Last 4 hours. Yeah, you can see here these events started floating to no Splunk. So from XM platform. So I am connected to this particular workspace where I integrated SF1 test, and now this is my client. So from my client, all the events are coming here. What I am trying to access, in this case, slack.com. So part of technology and computing. So both allowed events, blocked events, everything comes whatever you see on the dashboard of XEM, all these events the web and SaaS events here, those all you are going to see on the Splunk. Yeah, with this, I think the second part of the session, training session also done. We have integrated successfully the SIEM integration, and all the events started coming to the SIEM SIEM the basically the Splunk. That's what we integrated. So all the events started coming there. So that's how the SIEM integrations can be done. Now I will move on to our third part of the integration, that is nothing but ZTNA firewall. So I was just trying to show that whatever events you see here, same events you will see in the Splunk. Yeah, something like this, right? These Ramarity Chrome and whatever I tried accessing this whole data as it is goes to the slack.com which I was showing there. So that is the same one you can see on the XM platform and you can see on the Splunk. Let me move on to ZTNA firewall integration, the third part of the training session. So for that, what you need to do is you need to go to cyber gateways. So it works like any other gateway, but in this case, there is no gateway is installed on your on your cloud or your data center. You already have some firewall. So same firewall can be used to connect to the XEM cyber mesh, so that you can access as a remote user, you can access the resources behind this firewall. So that's the whole idea. So what we are going to do is we are going to create one gateway, and we are going to define it as ZTNA firewall. Just name it as some any name is fine. This particular LAN subnet is the subnet which I am trying to access. So like now I'm already connected to this workspace. Right now, like, yeah, I think let me share my full screen. Yeah. So I'm already connected to this workspace, and I'm trying to like ping 192.168.100.1, which is behind the like firewall. So like now basically I want to access 192.168 100.1. So for that, like I'm going to define that subnet 192.168 100.0/24. That is the subnet I'm trying to access. Then like save it. That's all. What you need to know is like what is the subnet you are trying to access behind the cloud, the firewall which is there in your data center, and just enter that subnet and enter some name. It takes little time, maybe like around 1 minute or so. Basically, it is installing the firewall on our side. After it is installed, like it takes maybe like a little more time to come up completely. But before that, you need to do some configurations on your side, right? Like your firewall side. So your firewall side, you have to go to IPsec configuration. So I'm using one of the like IPsec simulator here. So I'm going to like this is like more like simulating the firewall functionality. So I'm going to add the credentials what are defined here. The first thing is like I'm going to define the what is the left subnet, what is right subnet, all those details. Those all details are there here. When you created the firewall, it will show what is the LAN subnet you have defined and what are the right subnets and what is the cyber node IP. So this is going to be right public IP. So those all. So for the time case, so I just filled in all those details already. You can see the right public IP is already filled in as right ID, and right subnets are filled in 172.30 and 172.18, these two. And the left is already filled in the public IP of this particular firewall. And left subnet is nothing but 192.168.100.0. And the next one I need to make sure is the secrets are filled. So secret is here, PSK. You can see PSK here. So copy and just need to make sure that the same yeah. So just need to make sure same PSK is copied. Then I'm going to restart my IPsec so that with these credentials, it's going to go and connect to my cyber mesh. So as simple as that, like so based on your firewall, if it is Cisco firewall or if it is like any other firewall, based on that, these configurations may change. You may have some UI and where you can configure left subnet, right subnet, all those details, the PSK and those details. Since I'm using this firewall the CLI, so that's why I'm configuring through this. But at the end, the important parameters, everything is listed down here. You just need to use these parameters and configure in your firewall. Otherwise, all the details are mentioned in this document, Zero Trust SPA guide. So if you go there, how to integrate with screenshots, if with the different firewalls, what is supported, what are the algorithms, and all the details are mentioned here. You can use this data and so that you can configure as per your firewall configuration. You can do that. So yeah, it takes little time to come up. Yeah, now it's connected. Let me see. Yeah, you can see my pings are yeah. So now I'm able to ping this 100.1. So basically from my client, so let me show the picture. So I am here, I am a remote user, and I am connected to this workspace. And now I have integrated from here to this particular firewall. So in the firewall, I have configured the PSK and other details. Now this firewall went and connected to Cyber Mesh. So the moment this connection is established, I have access to the resources which are behind this particular firewall. So this 192.168.100.1, which is which I'm trying to ping, that is behind this firewall. So from this remote user, I'm trying to ping, and I'm able to ping now. So that's how it works. So even the existing firewalls integration is as easy as this. So I think with this, we have covered the third part of our training session. I think this is what we planned for this session, all the three integrations.